Hi, it's Dennis Daly. Nice to have you along on All Week Theater, where we take a classic radio episode and play it out over 5 days. Now part 3 of The Saint.
I awakened Mr. Ritchie as you requested, Mr. Templar. He'll be right down.
Oh, thank you.
I hope the fire isn't too serious, sir.
Well, it's serious enough to awaken Mr. Ritchie.
Oh, here he is now.
Well, which plant is the fire in? Who's responsible? How big is the damage?
Oh, the fire isn't in any plant, Mr. Ritchie.
What's that then? Then where?
Inside of me. I'm burning up, and I need your help.
How dare you sneak your way in here 3 o'clock in the morning by telling me there's a fire? Look here, who are you?
Simon Templar.
Oh yes, the Saint. I've heard of you. If you have business with me, Mr. Templar, I'd suggest you phone my secretary for an appointment. Meanwhile, there's no subject on earth can keep me from going back to bed.
Not even the subject of $400,000, Mr. Ritchie?
What do you know about it?
Nothing other than that it was stolen from you, Mr. Ritchie.
That happened 7 years ago. The criminal, John Qualey, was caught, tried, and convicted. Now, if you'll pardon me...
Qualey worked for you, I believe.
He was my head accountant.
And the money was never found?
No. Qualey drew 20 years in the penitentiary. He never revealed where the money was hidden. Until the day he died.
Died?
Yes. 2 weeks ago in prison.
Huh.
And now, Mr. Templar, if you don't mind, I need my rest.
I won't detain you much longer, Mr. Ritchie. Just 1 or 2 more questions.
Well?
Did Qualey have a wife?
Yes, he did.
If he knew he were dying in prison, it's quite possible he made an attempt to get word to her, to tell her where the money was hidden.
He may have made the attempt, but he couldn't possibly have succeeded. He was too closely watched.
Oh.
After all, $400,000 is a lot of money. A lot of money.
Yes, you could almost buy a second-hand car with it.
If I hadn't been fully covered by insurance, my firm would have gone under in the face of a loss that large. And now, Mr. Templar, if I might ask a question.
Certainly.
Why this sudden urgency? This 3 o'clock in the morning business.
An old man was tortured to death. Then a fellow named O'Brien, who came calling on the old man, was shot to death.
But
before he was killed, O'Brien told me he was tracking down $400,000 that had been stolen.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, and some checking back over how many people have ever had that amount stolen from them.
Led you to me?
Yes.
I wonder what I've led you to, Mr. Templar.
I wonder, Mr. Ritchie. I wonder.
Yes? What is it?
Mrs. Qualey?
What do you want?
Several things, Mrs. Qualey.
Like what?
A murderer.
You've got the wrong apartment, mister.
An old automobile.
No sale. Anything else?
Maybe you'll buy this, Mrs. Qualey. Collins was murdered a little while ago.
Collins? Oh, the old man. Why?
Someone wanted his car. Someone who evidently couldn't wait any longer for the newer model.
So?
So I saw Collins' car in your garage, Mrs. Qualey.
Maybe you better come in after all, mister. But come in careful.
Careful enough?
Keep those hands high.
Yeah.
I don't like you, mister. You're nailing together a frame and you're trying to put my picture into it. Collins sold me that car.
When?
Tonight. I could have bought a Cadillac for cheaper, mister, but I wasn't in any position to haggle.
Yes, I know.
What do you know? That's what I want to find out.
I know that Collins' car, the car, is worth about $20, but it's something else it's worth in the neighborhood of $400,000. And you know that's an awfully nice neighborhood.
Nice and exclusive. Chiselers aren't invited to move in.
I've been gathering that impression all evening. Well, what have we here?
You name it.
An acetylene torch, welder's mask, a few chisels, a hammer, steel wires. Either you've gone to work for Henry Kaiser, or the hand that customarily rocks the cradle is going in for rocking a safe.
I had to go into a hardware store to make a phone call, and I just couldn't leave without buying a few things.
How fortunate you didn't make your call in an establishment that sells steamrollers. Yeah, I see you have a set of license plates.
You see too much.
From Collins Jalopy, aren't they? These license plates. So that's how Qualey smuggled out his message.
You're getting awfully close to a bullet in your head, mister. Give me those plates.
Shh, there's someone at the door.
Stay where you are. I'll see what it is.
Better not take the license plates with you.
Yes? Oh!
Mrs. Qualey!
Oh!
Mrs.
The devil. He got the plates.
Yes, he got them.
Don't let him. Oh, catch him there.
Where? Where?
Why, Johnny, work. Shout. Stop. Before 6. Before...
Mrs. Quayle. Collins, O'Brien, and now I have 3 reasons for wanting to meet a certain party.
So join me next time when I take a classic old-time radio episode and split it up into 5 easy-to-digest pieces, right here on All Week Theater.